Aaron Likens waves the twin checkers for Colton Herta. He wins the Acura Grand Prix of Long Beach.
Yeah, it feels amazing, you know, great car, great team. We came here with a great package. This has been on the bucket list for so long.
Is this thing gonna, are you gonna be shooting this? Because I got the mic right here, I can move it, but. So they're 32, yeah, that'll fit. Oh, that's awesome. Okay. That looks really good. Okay. It's cool to like come back to it, I guess. I have a little bit of pressure to defend it now, which is always fun. But now I know what it's like to win it, so I want to do it again. Besides the 500, this is the one that I always wanted to win. No way I let this. Why? You had the whole straightaway.
That would have been a track record if they didn't get them.
I know, that's what I'm saying. Some sort of record of something.
Huh?
Give me the Peace Prize for that lap.
People won't think it's some crazy formula. The bottom line is he's a really incredible driver.
Colton Herta has done it! Colton Herta is now a winner at Mid-Ohio!
And that's the hard part, right? Going fast is the hard part. I think what's good is he gets to just focus on driving. I get to focus on engineering. He doesn't sit around and tell me that we should or shouldn't do something.
You know, very simply, like he's the engineer and I'm the driver, and I trust what his input is on the car and what his position is. I don't try to engineer the car in the same sense that he doesn't try to like tell me how to drive. And we're both really easygoing too, and we really want to win.
It is one of the most iconic venues in all of motorsports.
This event really kind of stands out. It's more than a race.
It's one of the few races besides Indy that people who don't know much about IndyCar racing have heard about. The market's great, you know, Southern California, it's a cool place to go. It's on the beach. Apart from the race itself, it's just one of the places we look forward to going.
It's a street party. You know, there's people here, they're just having a great time.
Mario, Michael, and Allinger Jr. were all winners of this race. It reads like a who's who of motorsports in terms of winners, dating up until last year when young Colton Herta got the victory lane for the first time.
You got Herta on top, Grosjean in third, Rossi in fourth, three of those Andretti cars in the top four. Pretty impressive with that Andretti group right here.
It's so damn hot. Like, I don't feel like anything was worthwhile. But we'll see. The other cars seem to be good as well. I think Pagano put in a pretty stellar lap. Then everybody else seemed pretty close, but yeah, I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. It's a lot of guys doing weird things. I'm one of those guys. Don't let me near you and do weird things. Qualifying, I think, is difficult everywhere, but particularly at a street course. You know, you have to let everything out of the car. You have to get everything out of it.
It's difficult to qualify everywhere. Long Beach is an extra challenge. I think we have more surface changes here than almost any track we go to. This track throws so much at you, and there's really no margin for error.
This is the Acura Grand Prix of Long Beach. Qualifying for the NTT IndyCar Series is underway.
Track record right now as it stands is a minute 6.22. So once these drivers put on those alternate red tires, Mark, we do expect to see that track record broken.
You're exiting right on top of walls instead of curbs.
You're going onto old pavement, new pavement. Now this year, some pavement that's sealed, concrete patches. You're going over manhole covers. It's bumpy, it's banked, it's off camber.
There's no room for forgiveness or anything like that. You have to be completely on it, wall to wall the whole time.
Colton Herta is P1, Jake Query. He makes the bender and pops into your view.
Yeah, and how about that lap for Colton Herta? 105.3. Not just putting on the pole, but I mean just smashing that track record, and what a run.
This has to be such a special weekend for you.
Yeah, it's awesome. Great crowd, and like I said before, this is a place like I grew up and I fell in love with IndyCar, and this is what made me want to be an IndyCar driver, is coming to this race as a kid. So it's great to finally be able to be in IndyCar and have success here as well. It's amazing. We got the win last year. Now we have a pole. I'm ready for 2 wins.
Strategy tomorrow, if anything, it was easier in the fall. We had 2 new sets of reds. We were starting at the back. I don't want to say expectations are low, but nobody's paying attention to you when you're starting 14th. Tomorrow it's a little bit different. There'll be people like that in the back of the field we need to be concerned about, but from the position we're in, we just need to control the race from the green. Big things are taking care of your tires, making sure you don't get called out by, people always talk about the unlucky yellows, but it's only unlucky if you're not protecting yourself from it, right? There's things we can do to make sure that we don't screw it up, and if anything, it's a more challenging position than what we had in the fall.
Pete Page, the floor is yours.
So 4:45 green flag, that's about the time the cloud covers start to burn off, but we should have clouds all day. 85 lap race, green third time by. Typically there's 2.8, the average is 2.8 yellow periods per race. Each yellow period is average 3.3 laps, so that makes a total average of roughly 10 laps of yellow a race here. This also is highly likely yellow at the start. In the first 3 laps, it's 44, but it's up to 67% chance of yellow.
I think we just really need to underdrive the fronts, just in case, in the first stint. We're feeling bullish about them, but even if we started on new reds, I think the pace difference is so huge that.
Do we know if anybody shown yet?
No. Yeah. So Grosjean's pretty committed. They seem committed to used reds. Alex he's same as us. He's got both back there. I'm gonna be watching till the last minute to see what Newgarden, below Rosenquist, Power, and Ericsson are doing. I guess that's my thing. Is all of them start on new reds. Is our risk justified?
Right. I think we can beat them heads up.
Yeah,
so if they all go new red, I think we go new red to match, and we just. Right, we've been faster, so we don't have to be smarter.
That's what I mean.
We just have to be as smart. But if those guys are all going on new, I don't want to find out we're wrong on lap 16.
No.
We're gonna put you on with the guys around you, with the guys you're gonna have to race on, and we'll let you beat them on the track.
And if it's split 50-50?
Then we're gonna make the right choice.
I think you can just go use.
It depends.
I think even if everyone's
who it
on
is.
new, I think you still.
It depends who the 50-50 is, right? If it's Newgarden and if it's split, I'm gonna be looking at Newgarden and Plo, right? Because those are the 2 guys that I think for the championship we have to try and beat week in and week out.
The problem becomes in terms of our tire sleeve. I think the right thing to do is go red, black, red. Yes. That means you have to do 2 front wing changes. If
I think they can get it turned.
We just gotta let them know too, if we do end up doing 2, just to be careful, because I'm gonna leave when I'm gonna leave, right?
Yeah.
I'm not gonna wait there for the front wing to be done.
No, they'll get out of the way. On to the next meeting.
Colton was fastest in practice, fastest in qualifying, so starting P1 today. Colton, how's the car been? How's the track been?
Obviously pretty good. It's a place, I love this track too. So I grew up in Santa Clarita. That's where I was born and raised. So I always came down here for the race when I was a kid to watch my dad, who was racing at the time.
What's the most stressful part of the race?
Probably the start. Yeah, having to deal with everybody right around you and stuff. And that's also the best overtaking opportunity. So obviously, I'm starting first, so I can only go backwards from there. So yeah, that's definitely the most stressful part.
Somebody asked me earlier today, and I don't know, ask Colton, how many passing zones are there here?
Here, I'd say for sure 2 and possibly a third. So you see at the end of this straight, back there into turn 9, it's a good spot. Obviously turn 1's the best after the front straight, really long front straight. You can draft up a little bit.
And then turn 6, which is all the way down there, is also a really good spot.
When it comes to history and tradition, Long Beach owns its share. Another chapter unfolds today with the Acura Grand Prix of Long Beach. Hello, everyone. 26 drivers set to tackle the streets of Long Beach on a spectacular day. 26 cars getting ready to roll off the grid as we get set to go racing. Car is off. The green flag flies on the Acura Grand Prix of Long Beach.
The leader is the pole sitter, who has been oh so fast all weekend, talking about the record-setting pace of Colton Herta.
Leader is on pit road. Colton Herta has led all 28 laps, Ryan Marie. Maybe it looked like he almost turned into the wrong pit box. We'll talk about that in just a moment.
Oh, Herta's in the wall. Herta's in the wall. What a shame. Colton Herta with heavy.
Colton Herta, the dominant car today, is now out of it. Colton, what happened?
I just broke a little bit too late. Got in there, locked the right front, and that's it.
I saw you put your hands in your helmet. Were there flashbacks to Nashville of last year when you had the dominant car there as well?
Yeah, I mean, it's just a stupid mistake. Like, we were definitely in that thing. You know, we were running good there in third and keeping up with Alex and Joseph. So it's unfortunate. I feel really bad. Yeah.
So when you walk away from this one, Colton, do you walk away saying, "Hey, I know we had the speed to win this race, and that's what we take moving forward"?
Something like that.
Colton Herta, obviously a little upset with himself. We'll let him meet with his engineer, Nathan O'Rourke. Colton Herta, who dominated the first part of this race.